What is happening, people? And welcome back to Geekin on Tech. I'm your host, Didge, and with me, as always, is the homie, Mr. Nerd with the Tech. Trayvon, how you doing today?
Good. It's Friday. Got a holiday coming out.
That is true. What in a couple weeks, I guess, or are you speaking to something different? Do you have
No,
you a
for
personal
Friday I got
holiday?
I got 4 days that weekend, so
Oh,
I'm excited
nice.
for
Yeah,
that.
I might
Yeah.
take an extra day. We obviously they already gave us 3, but I might take that extra day. I ain't gonna hold you. I got some vacation time coming up in July, but I can't.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if I need to wait for that.
Yeah, they give us usually like an extra day each holiday, so because we don't get anything. I think we haven't had one since what, January?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay.
So any holiday since January. So
Oh okay.
yeah.
Well, no, that makes sense. I can definitely understand why you would want to get you, or you're at least looking forward to that extra holiday.
Yeah.
Well, as far as tech, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, we were not here last week. News is kind of light this time of year, but it is picking up. It is very much that summer tech season, and Google and Android started it off with a bang with Android 17. They had their Android show, I think they called it, which
Yeah.
apparently they hadn't had one in a couple years. I just always thought it was a part of like Google I/O. So I didn't know that it's weird to me kind of that they did it like its own separate thing.
Yeah, because it wasn't that big of a, like, I don't know, like they could have been one show, but
This could have
you
been the start
know,
of Google I/O. I don't
yeah, I
know
don't know.
why they because Google I/O starts Monday,
Yeah, so I
maybe
don't know.
Tuesday, whatever the 19th
19th.
is.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um so it's like it's not like you're that far off. I don't really get the you really wanted to get this off, but we'll go ahead. We'll start with all of the announcements. Obviously, they I guess gave you a sneak peek, quote unquote, of what's coming with Android 17. And to be honest, maybe you feel differently. Didn't seem like it was much. Obviously, you have your emojis. You have there's bringing out the what is it called? Quick share, I think, on their side.
Yeah, but that was already a thing.
Yeah,
From
so
my understanding.
it was only on the Pixel 10, 10A, and Pixel 9 Pro.
Really? So they were saying it was on
It might have been on some.
Samsung's.
Not let's say this is from Google.
Mm,
They could have had it on some Samsung devices.
mm,
But I think that was when they first announced it. It was on like the 9, 10, and like I said, the 9A or whatever. Now
yeah,
it's on obviously the S24, the S25 lineups, all of the foldable lineups. I'm sure it's going to be on the S26 lineup, the
right.
Oppo Find X, the OnePlus 15, the Honor Magic V6 and V8 Pro, and they said that that's all for this year. So the expectation is that it's going to be on more devices, and if it's not on a device that's like currently able to do it, they'll
Mm,
send a QR link to that, like to iOS, so basically, so that way you can share it that way.
okay. Okay.
So that was, I guess, another big thing. Obviously, they talked about how they're deepening the ties between Android and Gemini, which everyone expected. Um, Again, sounded like something that could have been done at Google I/O, but I guess on terms of Android, because obviously we're going to talk about their big thing, and that's Google Books, but Android specifically, was there anything else that like stood out to you?
I don't think so. Like, I was trying to look it up to see if there was anything that, like, the create my widget thing was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool. I
That
mean,
was really cool.
yeah, autofill is, that's it's autofill.
Yeah.
But they say like it could, basically you're giving it more access basically. So now it can search for your passport number if you needed it or something, or search for your license number, or whatever
Which
you have in your pictures.
I thought autofill could do already. I thought they had said that before.
I don't know if it like would do, like, if you come across like a passport field, I don't know if it will go look for it for you. I don't know if that was a thing. I
Isn't that
need
what the password manager is though? Like that the license part,
no,
yes,
your
is new.
passport, like your
Oh,
passport number.
oh no, the passport one. Yeah, you're
Passport
right.
number,
Yeah.
like passport number or something like that, something weird that's not usually on really a lot of forms.
That's cool, but I don't know if I trust
Yeah, that's
now.
another thing we'll get to, the trusting thing, because this is something else that was very interesting in this little keynote thing. And I was like, oh, okay.
Do you have your license added to like? I know you can do it to your Apple Wallet too.
I don't even understand.
I
I
mean,
have
Wisconsin doesn't allow it, so
everything.
I don't have it.
I have it, but just like I kind of want it to be the whole thing. I want the real thing. I want my picture on it. I want all of that so I
Right,
can
right.
actually use it. Like, like if I go somewhere, they'll let me show your ID. That's the point of it to me.
So it
'Cause
doesn't have that.
no, it's just a thing to scan like a TSA or something like that. It's just something like that. It's not something that has like your license number on it, your picture, all that stuff, like the stuff that you want to show. It's useless for that. You still need your regular ID. That's why I just don't understand it. I was like, so cool, you can tap it at TSA or somewhere like that. But what other point of it is? I thought the point is to replace you having to need your wallet. Isn't that the point?
Yeah,
But
I
it doesn't do
I
any of that.
honestly thought the same. Hello there in the comments. We do see you. We will get to the comments shortly. We do appreciate you being there. Um,
Hi, we're live.
like I said, Wisconsin doesn't have it, so I never tried to attach. I don't even know if it'll allow you if you live in a state where you can't utilize it anywhere. I
I
never
don't think
tried,
you can.
so
Yeah.
I really thought that it was like it took basically a snapshot of your wallet or of your
I
license. Like
wish. Yeah.
obviously, it does it with your insurance cards and stuff. So I thought it was like that. Like my insurance card is literally a picture of my insurance card essentially in it. So I just thought it was like that.
Like,
So
you can have a digital version of your passport on here that you can scan. It's not. It's
mm,
just not.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know you
on here
could do this
too.
with the passport either.
Yeah, that's on here too.
So you were talking about trust. How much do you trust it?
It's already reading every. I'm at a point where I'm just like it's already reading everything anyway. Like
Yeah.
I've literally searched for like because I know my license picture is in my picture somewhere. So
Hmm.
I have searched for a license and it will find it for me. And then
Okay.
my Apple photos right now. So I was like,
Oh, because you
so
have it. You have it. You took a picture of your license and
yeah,
it's
it's
somewhere
in
in
there
your.
somewhere. It's in there somewhere. So I'll just search for it and it will bring up a license. It will bring it. I'll say insurance card. It'll find it.
Hmm.
So obviously it already has already scanned it or whatever it's done
Yeah,
to be able
it's
to
there
search it.
somewhere.
So it's just like, well, okay, now I can do passport. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I just can't. Like some of this stuff, I'm just like, it's already doing it. Even though you're like, oh, I don't like some of this stuff. Like, I don't trust. It's already doing it. I don't know. Like,
To be honest, it's like a. It's not even a like. Oh, I don't fully trust it. It's the to what you just said. Where can I use it? Like, okay, cool. You can search my passport. You can search my license. Pull all
yeah,
that up.
yeah,
I from what I can see in other states, it's not like you could still like I can't go to the liquor store or whatever, and I don't have my actual license. And I go, oh
no,
well, hold on, I got my iPhone,
no,
and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, boom, okay, we
no.
trust. Like, so it's
Unless
like,
they got the same skin the TSA got.
oh,
No.
so,
See,
that's
that's
where it's just like
no.
it sounds like the technology is ahead of the infrastructure at this point. It is a cool feature. Don't get me wrong. It makes your phone so much more I guess like a necessity, which obviously your phone's already a huge necessity. But I'm just thinking about like the fact that earlier today I was at work where I was helping this lady because she was like, "Yeah, my phone, the battery exploded last night."
Ooh,
Like one of our workers, and she was like,
mhm,
"Luckily, I wasn't asleep. It wasn't right beside me or whatever. I heard it on the counter as I was like getting ready for bed." And she was like, "Yeah, so I had to use an old phone." And it's like, well, luckily your phone doesn't have your ID, your passport, your credit cards, and all of that because in that time it'll take for you to get your replacement phone now, you
mhm.
don't have that information. And
Yeah,
you can it's very easy to be like, yeah, you should keep up with that. But like, I'm just thinking of the situation of like, we don't have cash. If somebody said, hey, Trayvon, I need $5, a $5 bill right now, can you do that? Because
no,
I can't.
no,
And
absolutely not.
I feel like we'd fall in the same situation with our physical cards. Like I can't find, I don't know, I have no idea where my insurance card is because I have a digital version of it.
Ah.
So it's like
But see,
I don't.
see, I think like it's always good to have a backup because I still have my healthcare app that will
Mhm.
have it in there if I really need to get like it's just I've never trusted add it to your wallet, leave your wallet at home. I'm never doing that. No,
I'd never do that
I'm
either.
not doing that.
I
Like,
don't think I
oh,
would
it's
ever.
fine. No, no, don't trust it that far. Stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's cool to have it. If it works, cool, you're great. But if it doesn't, you got your real one right there with you, just in
Hmm.
case you stuck. Because yes, technology will fail sometimes.
Technology will fail when you need it the most.
Like,
It
no,
is truly the avatar in this situation. When
like,
when you
no,
need it the most, it will disappear.
yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think that they had anything else specifically Android that was noteworthy. Like the new emojis, that's cool. You can create emojis. I guess they're gonna be like 3D emojis.
I was like, okay, that means you got to have something that can show them though. That's whenever they do stuff like that, or they're like, oh, we have a new emoji, or if Apple adds a new one. I remember the Apple getting a new one. You send it, and it's a damn block.
I was I was just about to say that. Like
Like,
I,
it's
I
just like,
was I
okay.
was genuinely excited when Apple said, "Oh yeah, you can create emojis." Because there is always
I'm
like I
like,
like using emojis. There's
yeah.
always some situation where I'm like, "Damn, I wish I had the perfect emoji for this." And I remember right after when Apple did it, I
Mhm.
created an emoji, tried to use it in Discord, and I think it was either Mike or Jamie. And they was like, "What the hell did you just send?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this defeats the purpose."
Yeah, it does. It just like, as soon as they announce stuff like that, I'm like, okay, cool. Eh, it's like, it's not good. Like, it's just everybody doesn't have iPhone. We got to understand that.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
that's it.
And so,
Like,
like now, are these emojis going to be able to speak to Apple? Like, if Bacardi sends me one, or
are they
if
gonna send
Jamie
it as a
sends me,
picture? Is it
yeah,
gonna send it like a little picture or something?
right.
But then when they send it like that, it's usually like huge. It just
It
it just
is.
it just defeats the purpose. It's just
It,
like
it
this doesn't look good. Like
it
just
ruins the flow of conversation,
I'm just like,
and we're obviously talking first world problems here, but I'm just like, don't sell this to me if I can't use it effectively.
the screen time thing was interesting. The whatever they're calling it, what pause point.
Oh
That
yeah,
was interesting, but it's just like I don't use that anyway. If I'm a scroll, I'm a scroll. I've never used screen time. I don't need. I never needed something to tell me, "Hey, bro, stop. Get on my face. I pay for this. I scroll if I want to." Like, I'm not about to turn that on ever.
I do like it as a feature though, to be like, for people who are full on screen addicted,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like even for people who just like for productivity needs, they'll set their timer, like, all right, this is my allotted time to
right.
just mindlessly scroll. Like that is great. But no, I'm with you. I will fully just be like, oh damn, timer up.
You can bypass
Bye.
it too. Like, if I really want to bypass it, I'm going. Like, it's just like some of the stuff. Like, if I really want to be like, no, get out my face.
Yeah.
Like unless it's gonna lock my phone out, which probably will piss me off, maybe turn it off for real.
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
then I'm mad. You lock my phone. What if I?
no,
Because I'm gonna immediately be like, what if I need this?
yeah, like,
Like,
yeah,
so no,
no,
I fully get you, but obviously Android was just one of the many things they announced. Their big thing was Google Books.
hmm
I hate this name, but they did have a short little video.
oh,
So
hold on. Before you go there, remember the other name they get? Google Intelligence that they try to throw out there. I was like, come on now, what's
I
going on?
ignored that
What's
immediately.
going on?
Ignored that immediately. They have a short video on introducing Google Books. I think it's like a minute and a half. So I'm gonna just play it real quick for anybody who
Okay,
hasn't seen it.
okay,
Can you hear the sound?
yeah.
Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah,
Block, I'm gonna be
my
mad.
goals, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most. Is no
I remember we
this
talked
is
about
something
this
like fish
right
in
here.
a barrel, it's no
Yeah.
different.
This is cool.
Blindfold on me, I still got the most
How
vision.
well does that work?
Trendsetter told 'em before
I'm
That's
they
very
what I
were
wanna know.
curious.
listening. Better, bring it better, bad because I'm bigger, better.
This
Solo,
is,
single,
I mean,
selling
this is
several shows
cool
at every single second.
for
Peter Piper, pick a
Android
better,
apps,
pick a
all
better
that stuff
came
in one
across the
place. I think that's
competition, hope they
great.
get the message.
Mhm.
Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision.
I could actually. We can continue talking as it does it. I could loop this too.
Yeah, like, that's cool. And the heavy integration with Android and
Yeah.
all your messages. It's basically the same thing Macs do, which is
Right.
cool. You know,
I will say the big thing that I have with this, I think it still just feels like a Chromebook. Like I get it, it's a new name. It has more desktop related features and all of that. The device looks beautiful. Like They didn't share it. I don't know who made this specific one because I know they said they're gonna have a number of partners,
Mm-hmm.
but like it looks sleek, it looks premium,
Yeah.
but I don't know if the OS is there. I still don't.
Well, I'm looking at it as solely a competitor to the Neo.
Okay.
That's how I'm looking at this because Mac always felt like it has it has power to it, certain ones. Yeah, but it always felt like an extension. The iPad, the iPhone, all that stuff all works and looks very similar together, especially now on iPad now with the bar at the
Let me
bottom
share
and all
this.
the windows and all that stuff. I feel like all that stuff kind of works together. It all depends on what this thing can do. Like
Yeah.
what is the like the showing the phone thing, the widgets and all that stuff, but can it be used like an actual computer? Like can I install things that I want to? Or is it only Android apps or whatever you say? Can I like a Mac? You can still install Mac apps, like
Right.
full desktop experience applications if you want to. Can I do that here? Like what is supported? Can I download OBS if I want to? Like what kind of stuff can I download on this thing? That was my question when I was watching this. I was like, okay, this is cool, but can it be used like a real computer now? You know,
Yeah, that is fair.
and they
And
show any of that.
they did not. So like this is their sort of ending graphic, I guess.
Yeah,
Obviously they're focusing big on being able to cast your apps. They had we already talked about the create my widget thing, which
yeah.
was great, but that's not like necessarily a premium desktop feature. They went big on Android is basically hitting the big screen,
Mm-hmm.
for lack of a better term. Like this is going to be its way to be a desktop OS. They're the partners that they have with it are very premium partners like Asus,
I'm
Dell,
waiting to
HP,
see
and
the. Let
Lenovo.
me see. I'm waiting to see the like. It's and I know Intel already said they can use their chips and all that stuff. I was like, okay, cool. I saw that they said that, but I want to see. Um, right
Who's
now it's giving me Android tablet with a keyboard. Right now that's what it's giving me, and I was like, let me see. They didn't tell like I don't know what they talked about power. They just showed a lot of Android stuff.
Yeah, like their
So
big
I was
thing
like,
is like that magic pointer thing, and like
yeah,
I I ain't never cared that much about what my cursor can do.
yeah, no, like
Like
no, I want to know can I install regular stuff?
right.
Like that's
And
what I want to know.
maybe they're gonna have more talks. Like obviously the devices are coming this fall, so you have to start ramping it up. Like this fall to me screams around school time, right? Like
Hmm.
August has to be like sure August is still summer, but fall you're talking beginning of school. Like you said, if they're gonna compete with the MacBook Neo, you have to have the devices ready to go before time for back to school, which means Google I/O is probably when you're gonna start talking about it.
And I need this. I need the support there. I need to
Yeah.
like. Is this Mac has had enough time to have all these apps that are desktop experience, all the Windows apps that you can probably think
Mm-hmm.
of. Most of them are there. You can do it.
Well,
All, the Windows apps now. Can you do that
hell,
here?
to even if we're to not saying that they're trying to compete with Mac or the MacBook Neo, what is the stop? What is causing me to get this over a Windows one? Say if I have an Android phone, I can connect my Android phone to my Windows computer.
Yeah, that's true.
Like so, what's getting me to say I want to get this specific device is, and it can't be because I love Chrome OS because we know Chrome OS can't do a lot of things.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm waiting to see. This right here did not convince me at all that this would be you. Like I can get an Android tablet
Hmm.
if I really want a bigger Android experience. I can just get an Android tablet. This is not making me interested yet.
No,
I'm not interested at all anyway, but still. But I'm just saying. But it's for people to be enticed for this. Wait. Just don't rush to get this, please.
I fully
Like,
agree with you. I
mm.
I was at least tangentially
Hey
interested.
Jamie.
Jamie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I was tangentially interested because obviously I have that extra laptop. I was
Mhm.
just like, hey, maybe I can install it on there. But I feel like that's just gonna be overkill because this doesn't seem like it can do anything. And so all of those components that are in that laptop might as well install Linux, which is what my original plan was. So it's like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think this was a good step. Like we kept hearing about how they wanted to marry Android and their Chromium OS and sort of create like this one stop fits all feature.
Mm-hmm.
And I really fear that it's just going to be so AI based. And they're like, well, you don't have to worry about being able to do all of these specific apps because the AI can do it for you. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be missing the mark if we're doing that.
This is when I saw this, I was like, okay. Right now, I feel like this is just how I use my iPad right now. I
Mm-hmm.
always have my keyboard case hooked to my iPad. That's how I use it. I use it like a mini computer type thing. But I know
Mm-hmm.
I can't install the heavy, like I can't install the Windows stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
OBS. When I think of like OBS stuff that like you wouldn't think would be on these type of devices. I know I can't do that. I need a Mac if I want to install something like OBS.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. What can this do? And right now, I'm like, well, right now my Samsung Dex that I have in the fold, I can
Yeah.
plug that in, and that gives me the same look as this. Like it's still Android apps blown up. Like I need more than that.
Yeah,
Like
no,
for
that's
this to be
fair.
plausible. And plus, the price is probably crazy on this damn thing.
They didn't say a price, so
I
you
know
know
they
the price
didn't.
is probably crazy.
Yeah,
We didn't even get any internals. Like
yeah, yeah.
we
It's
don't, like you said, Intel already said they're not using their chips. I don't know if it's going to be a Qualcomm chip, if it's going to be who.
oh, I thought
It's
Intel said they are letting them use their chips.
I don't remember seeing any. Let me look. Um Mike, I also agree with you. Google Books is such now. When this got announced, that was the first thing I said to Trayvon. I was like, "This name is
Intel's the
terrible."
primary partner.
Okay,
Yeah,
Intel is the primary partner.
yeah. I don't know what that means though. What like
Yeah, because I was gonna say
what
what
kind of
type of
Intel
Intel
chip?
chips.
Yeah,
But no, I, it feels like they just wanted to get this out here
yeah.
because it had been leaked so many times, and even in true fashion, the entire showcase got leaked like an hour before it happened. So it's like I think they were just kind of like, we got to get this here. We'll figure out if it's going to be a polished product by the time it's ready to actually start hitting people's hands.
Right.
And I think they missed them because especially if coming on Tuesday, if they have more information, then it's just like what were we here for?
Yeah, what was the point? Um, yeah, I don't know. I think one thing I want us to talk about with the Android version or whatever,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the thing that NKBHD brought up, which was the ticket thing. Remember, like you
Oh
just telling it to buy tickets for you or whatever,
yeah, yeah,
and then basically one of the people from Google came out, was like, yeah, there's more steps to it. We just couldn't fit it in the. You can't do that. You can't make people think it was like a two tap thing and they're just gonna go do all that for you. I wouldn't want to do that. I needed to ask me, hey, is this the right venue? Hey, this is the right date. Hey, is this a seats you want? I need you to ask me all of that. Hey, is this the card you want to use?
yeah.
Like,
Don't
please ask me.
don't
Like,
start selling features that you don't got ready.
yeah, I
That's
was
how
like,
Apple fell into their thing.
I was like, you can't
You
do
don't
that. Like, oh,
you
we
don't
could
want
have
to
fit
have to be
in.
giving
No,
people money.
yeah,
So
so
no,
that
that's
was wild.
fair. I don't know. I would say I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah,
Third time has to be the charm, right? They've felt at desktop features twice. Third time got to be the charm.
we'll see. We'll see how this goes. No, I don't have high hopes for this thing
No,
right now.
that's fair. I don't have I'm gonna, if you gun to my head, I would say no, I don't have high hopes either. But I, for the sake of wanting to see a new competitor in a game, I'm gonna have high hopes.
Right now, it's giving Google Tab, not Google Book.
Ooh, that's rough. That
right
is
now, right now, that's what it's giving me. So, yeah,
that is very rough. Another place that is having a rough go of times is OpenAI, and obviously they are currently in
ooh,
court with XAI
oh,
over a lot of stuff. I don't know. It just I don't know the full context of that court case, but they may also, once that one is up, be taking Apple to court. And this one is very interesting. Have you heard anything about this at all?
no, actually, because I'm surprised because I heard they were going to be, you know, the two AIs you can switch between, Gemini
Yes.
and Yeah, so that's
And
interesting.
that's honestly actually part of the reason for the lawsuit. So
They're
they
pissed
haven't
off.
obviously made any decisions one way or the other yet.
Hmm.
They're working through their options, which could be also just sending Apple a breach of contract notice.
Mm.
Basically, what they're mad about is we know that you can currently have Siri go to Chat GPT
Hmm.
once you if they can't answer whatever.
Right,
They're
which
I
is most
guess
of the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's besides the point. I didn't want to say it. I accidentally activated my Siri over here. Don't worry about it. Uh I guess from OpenAI set, they say that Apple promised them that being in there would allow them to basically sell more premium subscriptions.
Mm.
And there was no money changing hands with the agreement. It was basically predicated on, hey, because we're in Siri, people are going to want to get OpenAI or their Chat GPT premium, and that didn't happen. So
Why would they believe that?
look, OpenAI is
What?
kind of in a death spiral. If we being honest, this feels like a last gasp to try to eke out some money. So they go on to say that they were very upset by the fact that not only did it not translate to more subscriptions like they hoped, but then they felt kind of blindsided by the fact that they're not the premium partner for the new Siri. Obviously, it's going to be Google Gemini,
Hmm.
and the fact that Apple is opening it up that you can basically select any. So Claude can be there, and
Perplexity. Yeah.
Perplexity, all of these ones, and they kind of feel like they're on the outside looking in because they feel like we had the inside track.
Hmm.
It didn't go the route we wanted to go, and now you're taking away our ability to, I guess, profit off of this. And so they feel like, hey, it's a breach of contract. Like I said, they haven't really said one way or the other, but it all signs kind of points out it's looking like it's gonna head to court.
This could be this could be a petty thing going on here.
For sure.
It could
For
definitely
sure.
like it might not like Apple probably don't give a shit. They're like, whatever we're gonna use whatever AI backing we want to use,
Yeah.
but
I mean, why
this
would
might be
you?
a petty thing going on here with you just said XAI. I just thought about that. I was like, oh, wait a minute. A certain person do not like the other person. He's probably like, like, hey, I'm part of this administration. Cut that shit. I just wonder. I just
I
really
don't
wonder if some
know.
petty stuff going on here. Like,
It's interesting because obviously XAI is suing OpenAI right now. And so you got to figure they're not bedfellows. And then it's like you're turning around right after the fact and being like, well, once this lawsuit is
mm,
done, we're gonna go ahead and sue here. I'm gonna read that in a second because
mm,
I'm sure I haven't heard this lawsuit.
that doesn't surprise
Um,
me though. Mm,
but they're basically like you said, I don't think Apple cares because no money changed hands. The only money that Apple would have ever got out of this was they were gonna get a cut of whatever Chat GPT subscription that somebody would have bought. So they're
mm.
probably like, look, y'all product not good enough for people to want to buy it. Sorry about it. There's
I
nothing
mean,
I can
and
do.
it doesn't. It's not like when you do ask Siri something that said, "Do you want to ask ChatGPT?" It's not upselling you. 'Cause also, they would piss people off if it
Oh
did
yeah,
try to
for sure,
upsell
for
you.
sure.
So it's like it just did. It just yes, it did go ask the question, and that's it. It was never a I need premium ChatGPT to do this. There was never a reasoning.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe there's something I didn't ask. Maybe there's a question that you asked. It's just like, hey, we need premium for this. Like nobody's asking Siri to create anything. That's the thing. That's the thing you
Yeah,
understand. Nobody's asking Siri to create me a website or create me anything. If they're really gonna want to use ChatGPT for that, they'll just go to the actual ChatGPT app. They're not gonna ask Siri to do it. Like that, I don't understand why they even thought Siri would even give them that.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
confusing.
it obviously whatever relationship they had previously, I'm sure it's soured. Like or OpenAI is stealing people from Apple. Joni
Yeah.
Ive is there now.
Well,
Like
yeah.
they're talking about wanting to do hardware. I'm sure Apple is just like, look, we got to use you, but we ain't gonna have y'all be our premium partner. Y'all clearly are
I
a
mean,
competitor as well.
we see. I mean, let's be real out here. There's plenty of them surrounding y'all right now.
Right.
Perplexity and Claude are kind of. I feel like it drops on every week. And I was like, what's going on?
Man, I swear.
And Jim and I just sit over there like they're like, we got Google, we got to do shit.
Yeah,
That's,
we big enough.
Yeah, so it's like y'all gotta fight.
Right.
like that's how I look. And over there, I'm just in the back right now, just like I don't know. Feel bad for y'all, but
even Copilot, Microsoft, like, look, people mad at us, but we can make one or two things shake, and we back in good graces.
Microsoft.
We still Microsoft.
That's it. Sorry, y'all ain't got no behind y'all. We still Microsoft. We still
right.
Over here. So yeah.
Oh, I finally read this. I had vaguely heard about this. I heard about the whole thing with ChatGPT being like asked about that and how to do it better. And again, I think
the problem with this stuff.
I was gonna say that's the issue. Even though Claude and all of these, they're probably much larger than ChatGPT now. ChatGPT has the issue of it being first.
Mm-hmm.
So much like how Google became the noun for search, they kind of became the noun for just ask AI.
Yeah.
Now Gemini is sort of definitely changing that, and like Claude and all of that. But in layman's terms, I think the general person just goes, "Oh yeah, you're asking ChatGPT. You're asking Google's ChatGPT."
Yeah, it's used like a noun verb.
Yeah,
that's the thing you go to. That's the thing you think about first.
Yeah, which sucks for them because it's not translating to anything. But it's
doesn't need more data centers to store the space. It's all this translating to.
Seriously,
because app is free,
right?
To be honest.
Right. But I think, like Jamie said, they're just in a lot of trouble right now, and I feel like they're just kind of grasping at, well, what can help us stay afloat? Because I'm not even gonna say flourish. I don't think this will help them flourish at all.
I don't know how that help you stay afloat. The Apple just be like, well, guess what? You all five shit completely. Now what? So we don't really need y'all. Like, just be honest. They don't need them. So it's just like, maybe you want to chill out on that. I don't know if you want to do that. That's gonna take you away from a lot of people.
It wouldn't be the first time Apple has definitely cut ties with a partner and went their own route. So could happen.
There are 3 others sitting there right to the side, like, all right.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Idea. I'm very curious of what'll come of the case. Based on the articles that I was reading, it sounds like nothing will happen until this XAI case is over. So I don't know, depending on how long that drags out, maybe things change. OpenAI could die.
It could.
So we'll see what happens. But speaking of Apple ditching partners, they're reportedly reuniting with Intel on chips. I don't know if you saw this.
Why?
So this is probably coming by way of the U.S. government trying to push and get more chips made here locally. But Wall Street Journal reported that roughly 10% or so of Apple's chips will be made in Intel factories. They're going to just sort of utilize those Intel, I guess, whatever they have that allows them to spin it up quicker. They said that they've already kicked off productions on iPhone, iPad, and Mac chips, and really like the older ones. So
that's interesting. I mean,
very interesting.
That's giving your whatever your process or however you're making your chips, that's giving it away to Intel. Intel now has access to whatever it is.
I guess they have access to the older ones, and probably I don't know how similar it sounds like it's more so iPhone and iPad chips, and if it's the older ones, it's most likely the base ones. How similar to those are the M chips?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And
it don't matter what deal you got, it's still a little dangerous.
It is
to give away whatever you're doing. Intel probably like, yes.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Let's see how they make these damn things. Let's see what's different between ours and theirs.
He said that the order mix is roughly 80% iPhone. So it's not an M chip at all.
Okay.
Unless somewhere in that I just can't see that somewhere in that last 20% whatever mix up of that is Mac being like, yeah, we allowed the M1 to be in that.
Yeah,
That'd be weird.
it would.
But there's not really much else about that. It's just like, like you said, they're definitely, I feel like this is just their way of being like, look, we're doing local stuff, small scale, but hey, we're doing stuff domestically.
Yeah. It's weird stuff
I
like this.
mean,
It's weird out here.
it's very troublesome how you have to do these little games to appease, the government and whatnot. But I guess to wrap up the Apple News segment, because this is just our third Apple story, they locked down their education discounts. And I know we were talking about this before, where they were previously utilizing, I think it was called Unisys. I already forgot the company name.
You said Uniday earlier, I think.
Yeah, Unidays. So it's basically, I've used it before. So basically, you would give them your email address, and they would just verify that it's an actual valid university email address.
What about like sending you an email and you like giving a code?
Yeah, you have to. They would send you an email. You click through it, have to sign in through that, whatever. Somewhere, I guess back in 2022, I was looking at an article on it. They stopped doing it because people were complaining, and now they're going back to it because it says they're using the same the same company.
Okay.
I've used Unidays for other stuff. I still have a university email address. Ain't gonna hold you. Yes, I'm still taking advantage of some of the university discounts. And unless Unidays is doing something specific directly for Apple, it's the exact same process. And basically, Jamie, what people were complaining about, it just says the verification process. Now, I did know that for certain companies, and I just assumed it was something on their server, it would take like 2 or 3 days for the email to come through. And obviously you can't complete your purchase, but I've never had the email not come through. And so it's like, if I'm making a big purchase that I can get $200 or $300 off on because it's an education discount, I can fully wait 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
That gives me 2 or 3 days to make sure I'm like, do I really want this actually? Like,
yeah.
So, I'm very curious to see what's, different now. I don't have any big purchases coming up, so I'm not gonna try. But if anybody's out there wanting to make a new purchase and you still have an old email address that is a university one, or if your parent works at a university or whatever, try it. I'm very curious to see if it's that same quick process. But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on it? I know you were saying that it's interesting that they're locking it back down.
I mean, right around because the Neo, they're like, look, we gotta get as much full price as we can with this thing.
That's probably why. They're kind of too late on that. It sounds like the Neo is sold out for a while.
I mean, I guess maybe they're thinking, the price is coming.
Yeah.
The summer buying for college and new school year and all that. Like, let's get ahead of this so people actually like a real validation rather than you just saying you got it and then we're giving it to them $150 cheaper.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, Jamie, 2 to 3 days is not that long of a time, especially when you're making big purchases. You should sit with your purchase for 2 to 3 days just to make sure you're not being a little too hasty. Now, granted, I don't do that in practice all the time, let's be honest, but it is good practice, I guess. But yeah, no, that's fair. Let's talk Meta and their 3D glasses. They are 3D glasses, Jesus. They're display glasses. The Ray-Ban display, the ones that actually have something on it.
Yeah.
They're bringing third-party apps and games to it. It sounds like they were listening to me when I complained about these are cool, but Meta ain't got no apps. And they said, well, we'll show you. Now anybody can make an app. Does it make you want to buy one?
No.
Dang. I thought it would have. I really thought it would have.
No, I'm the thing I put in Discord earlier, those ones that can connect to any device and game systems or phone or whatever you want. That's more interesting to me right now than these smart glasses that cost about the same amount. as,
Fair, fair.
as those things. I think was it the raw X Real
Yeah,
R1 or X1 or something like that. But yeah, those are the ones that I'm looking at right now. Those are cool. I think that's more useful right now, and especially because it comes with the dock too, so you can use it with a Switch. So
mm,
it comes with like a dock thing. So I think that's cooler.
hmm
If it could do stuff like that, like if you could have the glasses and also, I don't. I mean, I know it only has like a little display on it, so it's like, how useful is that by adding a third party thing to it? It's not like it's big. It's just a little, little window. So I don't know how cool for people to already have them, but that's not a feature to buy them for. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's fair. So they don't have, obviously this is very new. Like they just released the SDK for it. The tweet where they were talking about this, they shared this app. It's called Dark Room Buddy. So this is sort of the app itself. Obviously very very basic app right now. It's probably the first app third party created on this program or on this info, like this system, I should say. And at least this gives you the idea of things that you would be able to do. So, like, obviously, for anybody who is full on developing film for their pictures, this is very useful. But
Yeah,
I think it goes back to your point. How much can you really do with that screen?
yeah. I don't know. It looks like that.
Yeah, this is the app. Now, for somebody who is developing film, though, this is probably very useful.
That's
It's
cool.
right there, right in front of you as you're going through the process. Now, neither you and I develop film, so
This is true, Jamie. That is true. They in trouble.
ooh, wait, let me bring that up. Now, this is a very good point because Google and Samsung just talked about their Android XR program, and that would be something that would make them in trouble because that's basically the same format of the glasses backed behind the full weight of Google and Samsung, who through Android have a very vast ecosystem. So it makes sense now why they would open this up because they're probably seeing the writing on the wall. We don't know what's going to come at Google I/O still. We don't know what Samsung's going to do with their next Unpacked, and they're like, "Crap, we need to get ahead of this."
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I Yeah, they are in trouble because the things are so expensive too. And then like
True.
$700, I think, or something like that.
They were $699 at
Yeah,
launch.
like
Mark Zuckerberg did tease that there are a new pair of glasses that could be coming soon. Very widely believed to be the next Meta Ray-Ban displays. They're obviously consistently rolling out updates, but none of this still speaks to the problem that I said when they first launched. You're back behind Meta, and do
oh
you
yeah.
have an ecosystem that will allow me to want to use it? I don't think you still do.
No, 'cause that's not also with my my MetaQuest 3 or whatever. I
Yeah,
am
that'll give you a perfect example.
I rarely turn it on, but
Oh,
but I have it. But it's I
damn.
am looking forward to. I think that's what I'm most looking forward to with this Steam frame thing
Mm-hmm.
because if that's supposed to be, I think that's Android. I think it's supposed to be Android or something like that.
Is it the Steam frame? I thought it was supposed to be Steam OS.
Like I could have sworn it was like I can't remember.
I got it. I'm on their website now. I'm seeing if they say
Cause that was the thing, like they were doing that FX.
it says it runs Steam OS.
Okay. Well, but it's supposed to be like Android apps or something, like whatever their effects plugin or whatever for it's supposed to allow like Android ARM games or whatever it could
Okay.
do and stuff like so it could do the same stuff like um Android could do like that Game Hub app that's on the
Mm-hmm.
Android that can allow you to emulate PC games.
Mm-hmm.
It's that's why Game Hub is improving on Android right now because of that effects development or whatever. And apparently that's supposed to be being used for the Steam frame. And I was like, so if that's the case, maybe I can replace what's on my Meta Quest with something else.
Okay. So
No, no,
it
no.
is
I want to flash my Meta Quest with something else. That's my idea. If I can, I'll
Hmm.
try.
So it is Steam OS, but
Hmm.
it's called Steam OS on ARM/Android.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Their
That's
website
what I
didn't say
thought.
that. Their website did not say that.
Yeah, I thought I read that somewhere. I'm
It
pretty sure it's
I
something
had to
like
go
that.
find a separate article that sort of went into the details. It
Yeah,
just said on their website this is Steam OS. So that is very interesting. That's now granted those are VR glasses essentially. So those won't be for the Meta Ray display, but like you said, the infrastructure is being built there for something like the Android XR glasses.
right.
And yeah, Meta got to be seeing the writing on the wall.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that sounds cool, and that's why I'm like, well, I don't know if these glasses gonna last very long. Maybe Meta, you just got to start adopting Android or something. Like maybe
Hmm.
stop trying to make your own thing and just
And
do
I
it.
really thought until you told me with the Meta glasses, not
Yeah,
the glasses, but the Meta. I forgot the name. The Oculus, right? Is that
yeah,
what?
yeah. Well, it's used to be called Oculus. Now it's MetaQuest. Yeah, but
MetaQuest, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Until you told me that it was their own OS,
yeah.
I assumed it was Android.
No, I wish it was. I
It
wish it
would be
was.
smart,
You
but
can like sideload stuff to it and all. Like it's just it's yeah, yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's
interesting. I don't know. I just this is cool. It's smart, but I don't think it's going to change much.
it is. It's so okay. So this is why it's interesting because it is Android based, but it's like
Mm,
but it's Meta's
it's their
whatever they did to
fork
it.
of
It's called
Android.
Horizon OS.
Ew.
So, but it's built on top of Android. It's That's why I'm like, if this happens, the Steam Frame stuff might work. That's why it's interesting to me because Steam
Mm,
already allows you to install Steam on other stuff.
yeah.
So I'm like, if they allow you to do that, maybe they'll allow you to install whatever's on the Steam Frame on something else too.
Mm.
MetaQuest is already Android based, so maybe it'll work. So that's the idea. Can we somebody try it so I can watch and see how it goes
That's
first?
fair. No, that's how you
Um,
do it. You let somebody
yeah,
else be the guinea pig.
yeah. So
Uh, to answer this question, yes, the metaverse is dead, and I'm pretty sure it's official. If it's not, it's effectively dead. If not officially dead, I'm almost positive it's officially dead. Like I'm pretty sure they abandoned it. I haven't heard them talk about the metaverse in forever.
yeah.
Yes, the metaverse is officially dead. They said this about a month ago that
Oh.
it was because it's called Horizon World. They are officially shutting it down.
Mm.
And with that, I don't think they have any other metaverse properties. So yeah, it's over. Which I've never been inside of it, so you know, it is what it is. Another thing that Meta is doing, and this is I guess the Meta section of the program, through Instagram, they're launching Instagram. Well, not launching, they launched Instagram Instance.
I haven't used it at all.
I haven't either.
Oh,
Um,
I just like when they announced it, I was okay. I don't know if you've ever in messages you could do vanity mode
mhm,
or whatever. I've done that where you just post something and it's gone and they watch it once.
mhm.
I guess that's an idea. It's just like okay, I don't know. Like we didn't ask for this. Like I didn't even know this was coming. Like why? Like just I
I'll
don't know
give you the
why.
why. In Instagram's own words,
Oh God.
Instagram is launching Instance, a new way to share in the moment with spontaneous, unfiltered photos. Uh share in the moment with spontaneous, unfiltered photos with friends. Instants are ephemeral to viewers, but are saved in your archive for up to a year. It can be reshared as a recap to stories. Friends can react and reply, with replies going straight to DMs. There's also an Instance companion app for quicker camera access. So basically, this is for you to be spontaneous and in the moment. I thought that's what stories was for.
So I just it sounds like me they just want to do something. They're trying to do something that every app does. They did Reels for
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. Now this is for Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I do kind of feel bad for Snapchat because they just been put to the wayside now.
I
Just
ain't
feel like
used Snapchat since college.
every now and then I'll go in there. People still use it.
I know.
I was like, okay, but
Every once in a blue moon, they'll send me an email like, "Hey, X, Y, and Z, who you ain't spoke to in 13 years, is using Snapchat." It's like,
uh, I don't know.
whatever.
I was okay, sure. Another feature that gets added is the timeline fixed. I don't know. I know they also announced that the tablet apps, like or at
Hmm.
least the iPad app, got changed or whatever. And I saw that in that keynote for Android, they were like, "We're working specifically with Meta to make the Instagram app better on Android." I'm like,
Oh,
what does that mean?
I
Okay,
forgot about the Android thing to talk about that, and it's like maybe that was a precursor to them getting ready for stories, or what is this called, instance?
instance, I guess.
I,
I don't know.
somebody got to tell me what this is different from stories. Like, sure,
Well,
I guess because you can do it to one person directly.
yeah, I mean, one person directly, it may like if you view it once, is it gone? Right? Is that the idea?
It don't say so.
'Cause I don't like. I just assume that's what it was like. You could view it one time and then
I'm on their actual page, so
you should, yeah, disappearing photo sharing directly inside DM inbox. And maybe you could set a time. Yeah. Oh, say allow you to disappear after being viewed or after 24 hours. So I guess you can choose. You want to
okay.
send it. You want to send somebody to view it once, or they can view it for at least 24 hours.
Which is that's how
Snapchat works,
Snapchat.
right?
I haven't used Snapchat in so long again, so I can't
Yeah.
remember. But
Um.
okay.
Uh,
So you're not
I,
gonna use it, I take it.
I don't know why would you like. Sure. I don't know. I don't see no idea for me to use that and not now Instagram, nothing like that. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I'll tell you who is using it, my brother. I
Oh.
didn't I I saw I only know that from when Jamie was showing us. I saw his name in that like five
Uh.
times.
Okay. Yeah. Hey. So I won't use it. Sure. Is this a feature that they're gonna see? If this is in DMs though, like it can't. Usually they give people to use stuff that's monetized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can monetize this. Technically, like it's in DM, so I mean, I guess you can.
Right.
You're using it, so yay, we pay you. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's this for exactly. I don't know.
I
Whatever.
don't know either. I'm gonna ask him. I'm supposed to be seeing him tomorrow, so I'm gonna
Okay.
ask him like, "Yo, what are you actually using this, or did you just be like, hey, it's a new thing?" Because I know at one point he was telling me, when everybody was first leaving Twitter and everything, and they had all these random apps, and he was like, "No, I just signed up so nobody could sign up as Young Deuces,
Mm.
and I can all if it does get big." I already got my name there. So I'm curious if he's actually using it or if he just like, oh, it's there, and then maybe Instagram as he shares stuff just pops it off as an instant. But he also
I,
he's social media heavy, so I don't know.
I mean, you on here like if you go to your like DMs right now, like it's right to the right side at the bottom.
I
Like,
know it asked me
hey,
if I wanted to do it, and I said
I'm
no,
like,
not now.
why are you right here? But yeah, it's I guess it's showing all the people doing it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was like, okay, I barely open Instagram DMs as it is. So
let me
after
tell you.
all these like group things you can do now, channels or
Hmm.
whatever, I've joined some and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
it's
get
cool,
you.
but
I fully get you.
yeah.
So I mean that was the gamut of all of the stuff that I saw. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we get out of here?
Mm, no, not really. I mean, that's pretty much, all the Apple News and the Google stuff. That's pretty much it. I mean, besides those raw X real things going on for pre-order. Um,
Yeah, I was. Let me see the
it's
ROG
eight
X
something.
Real.
Then it eight something.
They
850.
are 850.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you
And
gonna get
900
them?
with taxes. Um, I don't I don't think so. No, not
Mm,
yet.
Okay, okay.
You know, I get if I ain't paying for it.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm
You know,
asking.
but that'll wipe out my whole thing though. So I gotta think about
No, that's
it.
fair. I
Yeah,
get you. I get you.
I think about it. They look cool though. But I ain't going nowhere though. So do I really need them? I don't know. Probably not.
No, that's fair. I fully get you. I guess one other quick thing that got announced recently that I was excited about until I realized won't be coming here is Osmo unveiled their newest pocket gimbal for the
Oh,
phone. Oh, that looks so good. It
why is it
has
not coming here?
because it's a DJI device and
But they blocked
DJI
it
is
from here.
banned in the US.
Really?
They're effectively banned. They're technically under it. What is it? Higher scrutinization. They have to get a higher FCC clearance, but they just keep pushing it, and so they're
Mm.
effectively banned. And let me tell you, I saw the video, watched it, got my credit card out. Was like, I'm pre-ordering this. I'll sell my 7, and realized
Can you import it?
I gotta look and see.
Some people,
Probably
people talk
I
about
can
how they
probably
buy
get it
stuff
from
overseas all the
Canada.
time. Yeah, you can import it.
I can probably. Oh, Jamie, the new Osmo Pocket is also banned.
That's crazy.
Nah, these if you
Oh,
go
I don't think I thought it was Huawei. I didn't know those other places.
nah
She said
let me
look on
look.
B&H.
I'm pretty sure I looked on B&H. You can get the Pocket 3. They're up to the Pocket 4, and the gimbal is the 8P. So you can get the 8, which is like not the one that has the camera and everything. I want the 8P.
Oh, this just happened. It just got banned.
Yes.
Oh my god.
This happened like a month ago,
May.
I
It
want to
says
say.
May. Yeah, it says May 2026. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's very unfortunate. I was sick. I was
Wow.
sick.
Huh.
So I might be, heading up to Canada. I think I can get to Canada from here. I think I can drive. I think I could drive to Canada, take me a day trip, and buy it.
That's wild. Wow. Huh.
Yep.
Wow. What else is on the list? Damn.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? Like
She
I
said,
said,
let's go.
let's go drive.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's hopefully it gets resolved eventually because I really want that gimbal. It looks nice. Especially like I said, the camera being able to self-focus and use the better camera that's on the back of my phone. So
Is that
it is what it
is
is
that the
though.
Osmo Mobile 8? Is that what you're talking about?
8P.
8P. Okay,
Yeah,
let
the
me see
8
that
is
one.
still available, but the 8 is basically the 8 is the 7P, and they just said, okay, because we have this newer one, we're gonna put all the features that was in the 7P into the 8.
Okay, I don't even see that on the website.
Yeah, of course.
8P.
Yeah, they don't want you seeing that. I'll hold up. Let me I'll pull up before we get out of here. I'll pull up the 8P
Oh
video.
wow! I just tried to go to it and it said page not found.
Of course it
Although it
did.
came up in search though. That's so funny. It brought up the website in search, but when I click it, it said not found.
Hold on. I'm about to show it to you now. Let me share this tab. This will be the last thing before we get out of here.
Okay. Ooh. I'm on live feed. That's cool. I always thought, but they gotta be like scary to like have shit behind you. Somebody come swipe that shit. I always think about it. I be so scared. That would terrify me. That's cool. Oh yeah. Like that. Especially because you can watch it. That's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it usually?
Mine was $130.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it should be around the same price. Now, granted, if I'm gonna have to go to Canada and get it, it might be a little higher.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I was about to ask about battery life.
Now let me tell you, this just got like the video just got released on a random day. And so I watched the video and I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm in. About to go get this. Went to Best Buy because that's where I picked up my last one at Best Buy. And I was like, hell yeah, let me go to Best Buy and get this.
Damn.
They got nothing, man. It was very depressing.
That's so. Well, hopefully it gets fixed.
Yeah, you know, the state of this where we at. So, but what you got coming up, Trayvon? Where can the people find you?
On this show next week.
We'll be talking Google.io.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm on social media. Yeah, that's about it.
You going? I got a game. I want you to join Jamie and I in playing. I'll send you the link.
Okay, I wonder what this game is. Okay,
it's a fun game. I gotta convince Jamie to play it as well. So you know, I'm gonna do double duty, convincing both of y'all at the same time.
Okay, all right.
And Jamie, don't say anything in the comments. But you can find me at DidgeD everywhere. You can find me on Sundays on the Geek Set podcast. I believe it'll be Saturday this week. We'll be podcasting again tomorrow. Just because busy on Sunday again. Okay. You can find me streaming at DidgeD, where hopefully I'll be convincing Trayvon and Jamie to play this game with me. I ain't gonna say the name on air because then Jamie gonna get into the comments and start trying to slander it. So before she start doing all that, until next time, people, peace out.